Something we need to touch on, though, because we were unable to touch on it last Saturday. We'll touch on it now. It was the state championship game that KTC broadcasted. We were up in Greensboro. Terry, I don't know why I said Kevin, but me and Kevin, Terry, and our intern Peyton spent, I think I did the math correctly, 11 hours in Greensboro on a Saturday.
It's a good day visit.
I'm about to say, I don't think I've ever spent 11 hours in Greensboro. I think I've spent maybe 2 hours there, like maybe for a soccer tournament or something when I was playing.
Did you get a hot dog?
I did get a hot dog. This is what's so funny. They did it at UNC Greensboro, right? That was the stadium that was hosting. They hosted the 2A and the 4A championship, and they hosted the softball championships as well, but they were, of course, on the softball fields. The concession stand, everything in it was $2. Candy, $2. Drink, $2. Hot dog, $2. Popcorn, $2. It's like there was no switching up. So you walk up there, it's consistency. It's like, well, whatever I get, it's gonna be $2. So hand it over. So yes, I did have a hot dog. I think we all had a little bit of something there. But so while we were there, we watched because we came in towards the end of both of the state championship games for the 4A group. Congratulations to Mooresville. I don't know if we have any listeners in the Mooresville area, but congratulations to Mooresville. They did, in fact, sweep the team they were playing. It was a weird name. I can't remember it. It was multiple words. And anyways, congratulations to Mooresville. You did win very handily. You did. You showed you flexed your muscles out there. You won very handily. But the team that we were covering, the North Lincoln Knights.
How about that?
Big congratulations to the North Lincoln Knights. We'll get more in-depth on that here in a second. But big congratulations to Coach John Carpenter and all the seniors that were playing there. They've had a lot of success the past 3 years, slowly building upon that success. Last year they made it to the semifinals. Unfortunately, they didn't make it. This year they took that extra step. They got into uncharted territory against the team. Apparently that's a household name in the state championship in Randall. And they went out there and they swept them. They only went 2 games. So congratulations to North Lincoln Knights' first baseball state championship in school history.
And congratulations, and I'm just going to speak of one dude who really come out there and stood out, Cobb.
Yes.
What a performance he made against West Lincoln. And then he comes back.
He was the 2A MVP.
Yeah, and then he comes back against Randleman and shuts them out. Congratulations to him and all the individuals that's on that team. And Coach Carpenter, I mean, we talk about your players, but you have to perform. You have to put them in the right positions at the right time. Yeah. So, it all comes back to coaching. It all comes up to players fulfilling their dreams, and they did.
They did. They rallied as a team in the second game. At one point, I think me and Kevin were afraid this was going to get away from them in Game 2. They were down 6-2, and then they rallied back to tie it up 7-7. And then in the top of the 7th, when they were at bat, they went up 9-7. And that was all she wrote because Randleman was unable to score anything in the bottom of the 7th, and that's where they took it home. Cobb did, in fact, pitch a fantastic game. The big stud people were talking about for Randleman, Mr. Nick Neal, he had 10 home runs on the season. He was batting .330, so 1 out of every pitch, he was hitting it. He was getting on base somehow. He was hitless all day.
And I'm going to throw something out there, and I'm going to see how people are around here, especially Cleveland County. What is the best conference that we are in around this area? Is it the South Fork 2A Conference? Bringing back state championships. Yeah. They brought back wrestling championships. They brought back track championships. They brought back golf championships. I mean, now a baseball championship. I mean, you can name 6 that the South Fork has brought back this year. Has any other conference come close to 6?
I have no idea of surrounding conferences. I don't know, but the South Fork has really put on a show for their athletic department. Whatever the sport is, they've shown they can at least compete at the highest level, if not the semifinal, the championship game. They're showing that they're good enough to get there.
And that's what I was going to say, and not just the point of competing, but the point of winning and having another team in the top 4.
Yes, because that was something that we were talking about when I was covering the Game 3 of the West Lincoln-North Lincoln game. South Fork 2A was represented heavily because you had 2 teams facing each other from the same conference in the semifinals. So either way, the conference was going to be represented in the state championship game. It just came down to which one, which shade of color, which Lincoln.
Yeah.
Which Lincoln, that's literally what it was. Which Lincoln do you want? Do you want North? Do you want West? And it seems like, and East Lincoln this year, they had a fantastic year in basketball. They made a deep run in basketball. A lot of people didn't think they would, but they made a deep run. They made a pretty decent run. All really, the top 3 teams in the South Fork for football made a deep run as well, getting close maybe to the semifinals or quarterfinals. So they've had a fantastic year if we want to just talk about the big 3 ball sports. But of course, like you said, golf, wrestling, there are other sports, and they're competing at the highest level.
That's what I'm saying.
So again, congratulations to the North Lincoln Knights as Kevin strolls back in.
I was going to get that in there before Kevin can walk back
in.
About the best conference that we've been producing around here. I mean, this year, and I'm not saying all the other conferences are great, but, when you go for state championships and all, South Fork Athletic 2A Conference brought back 6, and not necessarily 6, but had another team in the top 4.
Did you count the other ones? Did you do the research and count the other conferences, or did you just?
Well, I haven't even looked. That's what I asked. That's what I did. I asked.
Well, I mean, if anything, it doesn't matter. They can flip-flop between. It doesn't matter. All we can say is this area is the western part of North Carolina has got some great athletic departments. Okay, let's just say it. Our area, Cleveland County, Gaston County can be decent at times. Lincoln County, I can count. Because of how the South Fork is, it's Lincoln and Catawba. They're mixed together.
They got to play good because they know they're going to be on YouTube and they know we're going to talk about them on Saturdays. Terry.
That's exactly right.
You don't want Terry trashing you on Saturday morning. Eats a biscuit.
Well, we are the underlying driving force for champions.
Yeah.
That's
KT.
That's the way I see it.
You know how they used to, what was it? It was like Wheaties, the breakfast of champions. KTC, the sports talk of champions.
Coach Carpenter and the Knights. How much did you get into the actual games or anything? Did you get into any?
I just touched on basically the comeback that they had in the second game. First game.
But you didn't talk about the finals that too much, did you?
The what?
The finals.
Oh no, not much at all.
So, in the first game, Terry, Joey Cobb was just shut down, outstanding. He won the most valuable player. Mm-hmm. He was actually my vote. You said you didn't get yours in, did you?
No, I voted for who's the second baseman that had the big hit in game 2.
He batted second too in the lineup too.
No, that was the short.
Oh, he batted ninth. You voted for the 9.
I voted for the 9-hitter because he was the one that started the rally for them to tie it back up.
So it was tough for me. There was nobody that had a outstanding 2 days at the plate. But also the way I thought about it, Terry, if Joey Cobb don't come in there and shut that lineup, Hunter. Their faces when we were leaving the stadium after Cobb. This team average team runs a game, Terry. I've never seen a team look so down after being Joey Cobb to death for 7 innings in my life. Not a single person was smiling. Hey,
not even the fan. It's not just the players, the fans too. They were like,
we were at a funeral. We ain't even left the stadium yet to go eat lunch, and they say they got to play in 3 hours. I swear, I've never seen a team look like that. And they just got completely. I'm guessing they hadn't got shut out. I don't know. They hadn't got shut out all year, had they?
No.
You ever been around them?
Shut down.
No.
I don't think I've been to the high school.
Their outfield is, especially in the left field, where it goes up and then it's got a hill that you have to climb, and then these trucks and all set up on top of the hill watching.
Is that the one Lexington where we went to the Legion with the hill? They got a hill and a fence.
One, yeah.
It might be. Okay. If it is, I know exactly.
And that's the short. It's short to left, but you got to hit it. You know what I'm saying? It's got to go up. But and some people said all their home runs come off of that field. A lot of them hit the left.
Everyone who said that, I would like them to meet Nick Neal.
God, every swing was for the fence.
6'4", 275, and if you've seen a softball player swing a bat, that's what it was. I mean, it don't matter what field they put that kid on, that ball, he's going to hit home runs. So, yes, you could say maybe some of the other ones here and there, but He's getting that dude's hitting him out of every part.
Every part. Every part.
Yeah,
and
no
it's
problem.
every time he made contact with that ball, whether it was
Even
straight up.
pop-ups, how high would the pop-ups?
Oh, it would go high, but
He's
the
hitting them so hard, it'll pop.
the sound was just a crack. It
Yeah.
was just a crack. You said
Everything he had.
yeah,
Oh, there was no
you're
field
just
on that.
sitting there and you're thinking,
No.
if he would have gotten like a better piece of that ball, oh, it would have sailed.
And here's the thing about Cobb's performance. The umpire had one of the tightest strike zones we've ever seen, and he shut
Yeah.
them out.
Yeah,
That was, I mean,
very
Terry,
tight.
it was you
very
had to
tight.
be in a box.
18 inches wide.
And well, it was 7 inches tall, I would say. It was somewhere you had to be on the belt and inside the plate. Like, you had to be in that zone, or he wasn't calling it, and Cobb shut him down, an offensive team. So they can't come in and say the umpire robbed me or did it. No. You had every opportunity to
No.
get walked and swing, and you got shut. It was only a 2-run game, wasn't it? 2-0 first game?
Yeah, it was
2-0.
2-0.
And then the next game, so Hunter, and I talk and Peyton talking there between games. We talked about going down the road that they needed to make it into a pitching duel because they're not gonna. I don't know if they just want to get in a swing contest with them. And we were worried about like what would happen that second game, like at West Lincoln when they gave up 9 runs. Willis again, and it started off really rough. He settled in. And Coach Carpenter kept him on the mound. He's like, "You're going through this," and he stayed out there. And they just kept chipping away.
Coach Carpenter even said if it had to go game 3, he was confident in Josh Allen, who he would have pulled for game 3.
We were just concerned about getting that far, and that lineup that they had. That you don't want to give them too many chances. And we thought you had to get the Cobb win, whatever game he pitched, 1 or 2. And he showed. I think him winning that one the way he did it and seeing their faces, I think that did it, Terry. And then they got up and they thought they were coming back. I guess and then they just got crushed, with the comeback.
They brought in their third pitcher, and he was.
That was it.
That was it. That's all she wrote.
You knew it because they took the second guy out so quick.
They did. They took him out,
They
I
can't-
think, after 2 innings.
Yeah, they can't be this deep because with their pitching, and maybe they are. And they came in, and North Lincoln just started boom, boom, boom. I'm like, this isn't good for Randleman. North Lincoln's got a chance here, and I didn't even. Honestly, I didn't. I thought they were done at some point almost, and they just kept boom, boom, boom. They took that pitcher out, and just kept banging him.
And you end up having to give some credit to Randleman in a way because I know their 4 best pitchers were all juniors, and every one of them will be back next year, so they'll probably be looking to
Might have a repeat
have,
series.
see if they can
I mean,
get
really?
back there again.
So North had 4 seniors. Their middle infielders are freshmen. Cobb's back.
Yeah.
Now, granted, they think about it though. Terry, we talked about in the broadcast. They were dead to rights in round 1.
Yeah.
4-2. The state champion, 4-2. Bottom of the 7th in the first round, and now they're the
2
state
hit
champions
batters.
and had 2 hit batters.
And had a
Terry
9-0.
got beat 9-0 in the playoffs.
So
They got beat 9-0 in the playoffs and still won a state championship. So guys, just keep playing hard, keep playing. Randleman, they had a good lineup, good team. The first pitcher, he only gave up 2 runs. So I guess they were kind of doing the same strategy as we were. So I got to get a break and check out these broadcasts here in a second. Real quick.
probably time to take a break.
Well, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
So,
Well, we won't let it be dead air. So walking back there, actually you started running. We're back after these messages. KTCBroadcasting.com.
Congratulations to the North Lincoln Knights once again in the state championship. Jonathan Carpenter, I want to congratulate him just so much. To see him grow from, he was at my first. His first job was at Bessemer. I was at Bessemer 1 year, and he was there. He was a trainer / civics teacher or something. I can't even remember the class he taught, but he was so good to all the kids and anybody who needed him and everything. And just to see him, Terry, if I'd have and I told him, went down and gave him a hug after the game, told him congratulations. And I told him, if I could walk around Bessemer City 15 years ago, it's not 20 yet, 15 years ago, and told all the people in Bessemer that you're going to have more state championships than Mike Mahaffey, they would have told me I was the craziest person that's ever walked this earth. And you never know.
That's
because, and then in the year we lost, we beat the 1A and 2A state champions, and we got beat in the first round. And so you never know by matchups. They could have lost the first round this year.
that's true.
They easily lost that one. They lost 9-0 to West Lincoln. Could have lost game 3. So you never know where you just keep going, keep fighting, keep doing your thing. And now Jonathan Carpenter has a state championship, and May could have more with the youth that they have. And so I want to congratulate them, and just when you see someone you know and a friend that's for years and years, and they get through something and win a championship like that, it's good to see, to see that all around, and just congratulations to them and all the folks up at North Lincoln. I know that means so much to them, and like Terry said, it's been a successful year for those guys.
Oh yeah.
They won a cup. They won the indoor and outdoor state championships, and I think Cerusse, I think if I get it right, Mark Ludwig was going to kill me. Shot put. Yeah, I was right. Mark's going to kill me because if I say it wrong, was a shot put or discus winner.
Yep.
So congratulations to all of them. We got to go up to Mountain View Farms in Lawndale, get your hot dogs today. Congratulations to all the seniors. Terry Reinhardt, Hunter Yancey, and I'm Kevin Hastings. I guess I got to run in there and hit a button, don't I?
Yeah.
I could do it from here, but I'm gonna walk in there. Y'all say bye for 1 second.
Well, Terry.
Well, only thing I say one more time: the first annual Cow Pie Bingo, Saturday, June 22nd, 3 p.m. at Ike Sand Corral behind Cat Scar Superette. Tickets are $20. Get you one and see if you can win $1,000.
Man, I was hoping it wasn't going to be Cow Patty Bingo, but it was just in time for me to get back here to hit the commercial.
There you go. That's something to do.
With the Cow Patty Bingo before we go. All right, folks, I want to thank you and again. We'll be right back. We'll be back next week on KTCBroadcasting.com.